Good morning, folks. Papa Joe here. I tell you what, I'm finding it bad. Finding that grumpy old man syndrome. Just being one of them mornings. I should be asleep. Hold on. Alright, I'm back with you for a minute, I think. See, there's been times when I've talked to you about my sleeping schedules. Back in the day, if we slept 4 hours, and there was a lot of us that did it, if we slept 4 hours, that was pretty damn good sleep. I myself had the habit of stopping just before the sun came up, and I'd grab 2, 3, 4 hours sleep while the sun came up. That was the hardest time of the day on me. Then of an evening, depending upon where I was at, but most evenings, I'd take a stop and get a nap during rush hour. And that's how I dodged a lot of rush hour traffic in many a major city. Like, well, do you want to take a nap? Or do you want to fight with stupid? So I'd take a nap. Well, over the course of the years, that created a sleeping habit that was hard to break. Back in Georgia, when the kids were still home, I was running somewhat regional. I was running the Ford Freight and the PetSmart Freight during that era. I was running Detroit and Ohio. And I was getting home almost every week. And with the PetSmart Freight, I pretty much was. Now, the kids were all teenagers, still in high school, and it just blew them away that when they went to bed, Dad was still up. When they got up for school the next morning, Dad was still up. And they're like, damn, Dad, didn't you sleep? Yep, I got mine. They didn't realize that I was on a 4-hour sleep schedule. Now, a lot of times, most of the time at home, I didn't get that afternoon nap, but I'd get it later in the night. You can just fight through it. So, over the course of the last few years, I have been able to get it where I can sleep 7 or 8 hours at a time. And when I can't, it really sucks. When I have the opportunity somebody communicating with me early in the morning. When I have the opportunity like today to sleep, I just send sleep in. And I went to bed 10-ish last night, and 5:30 this morning I'm up. Well, you do the math, that's 7.5 hours. But I had hopes of sleeping a little bit more. Call it nature what made me go ahead and get up. I was gonna roll over and try to go back to sleep. My whole body was saying, you better get inside. So I did the duck walk. Took care of business. Washed my hands and face. Dragged a little bit of water over what hair I got. And they have hand blowers, no towels. Really? Now I know that they use environmental, saving the trees, and it's more healthy for you and me, and blah, blah, blah. I think bottom line is it saves them money. They don't have to buy paper towels or pay someone to haul them out. But it's really hard to stick your face and your head under one of them hand dryers. And ain't nothing more disturbing early in the morning than to walk into the truck stop bathroom and you see a bunch of men's asses stuck in the air while their face is under the dryer. No, that don't happen, but it'd be funny if it did. Then I got up with the sinuses running. Yeah, no, I didn't. Apology for that one. Dadgummit. Grandma, I need more tissues. Run out of tissues. So anyhow, I'm gonna pause you a minute now, as I ain't done. Okay. On my way out, there's a Native American brother in there. I'm at the Creek Nation Travel Plaza and Casino. Evidently his wife was working behind the counter. And yes, he is a brother in more ways than one. For one, they tell me I have Indian blood in me. That's a family story. No, I never did no DNA stuff. Family line says that we're Cherokee and Irish. So as I was walking by him, seen he had a Vietnam hat on, Vietnam veteran hat. I told him, "Welcome home, brother." Reached out and shook his hand, told him, "Thank you for your service." He couldn't knock the old man down. Kind of surprised him, old man. He's only a few years older than me. I only missed Vietnam by that much. Which back in the day, in the 70s, I was mad. I wanted to go over there and kick some ass. I'd watched a whole bunch of John Wayne movies. Hoorah. But as I've gotten older, I have learned that I was extremely lucky and blessed that I didn't go. So I do appreciate those that went before me. That's one of the things that aggravates me about all these idiots, and it ain't just the NFL, it's been going on for a few years, but to see the NFL join ranks with disgracing our country and our flag and our national anthem, that just burns me up. Yes, they have a right to be dumbasses, but that just burns me up. How can you? With everything this country offers, no, this country ain't perfect. It's far from it. We are an imperfect nation. We are working on stuff. If you're mad and you want to change stuff, how about looking out who you're voting for? That's how we change a country, by who we vote for. Let's vote out these professional thieves and liars that we've got in D.C. and put in some regular, common, working folks. That's what this country was built on. That's how we made it to be great. Our government was not set on a bunch of career politicians. Our country was built and set up so that the average working man could go up there that has the experiences of the average American, and he can go up there and literally fix stuff. It wasn't made to be a career position where all the big companies can get to know who you are and pad your pocket and buy your vote. And that's exactly what's happening, and it has been for years. It ain't nothing new. Our country is not being run how it was set up to be run. Period. Voting them out. That's how you change a country. Not disrespecting us veterans. Not disrespecting the flag that represents the blood that has spilled for this country. Not by disrespecting our national anthem that talks about a war, a nasty war, of a hard struggle, of the birth of a nation. Why would you want to disrespect us, the American people? That makes no sense. Someone did a post yesterday, and I copied it and shared it. Let me go find it for you. Let's see here. Well, might have to go a long way about it, because I did do several posts yesterday. Come on. You can just go ahead and bear with me. To me, it's worth the wait. I did a bunch of gun stuff last night. Got on a little deal there where they were showing some gun stuff. There we go. Hold on. Eyeballs would be helpful. The last words spoken before the national anthem at every football game is, "Would you please rise to honor our flag and pay tribute to all our fallen, past and present service members." So not by standing for these precious few minutes, you're actually protesting all our servicemen and women. And that's a fact. They're not out there asking you to stand up for white privilege and racism and cop brutality. They plainly ask you and tell you what they're wanting you to honor. Our flag that represents all of our military, past and future, our fallen heroes, past and future. You know, so how can you take that and twist it around to your agenda to say, oh no, I'm taking a knee against bad cops? Y'all are being a bunch of political pawns, you NFL people. Now that's bad enough, but me, I've got a mind that works kind of weird, according to some. And when they're doing stuff like this, and the media's all over it, and the president even chimed in on it, I wonder what they're trying to sneak by me. If this is such an ordeal, and it's so important, what's happening with North Korea? What's happening with the ceiling on our budget? What's happening with our budget? What are they trying to pass up there now that they don't want you and I to know about? That they're trying to distract our attention? That's what I wonder. I don't wonder if these millionaire crybabies are really having issues with police brutality and being repressed. They're millionaires. You ain't got a clue. Okay, you might have grew up in the hoods and had a little bit of this and that back in the day. But what are you helping to cover up for now? We call that being a black flag. Is that racist? So what's the black flag going up when all this nonsense is going on? Just a few thoughts of mine. You know, a couple other things that I often wonder is a bullfrog's butt really watertight? Does a big dog weigh a ton? Does it take a hell of a man to clean up behind him? And it's oh goodness. Alright, that's my rambling for the morning. Just a few early morning thoughts of Papa Joe. Y'all remember, God loves you and so do I. But also remember, when they got the media's really pushing a bunch of news like this NFL nonsense, look behind you and see where the knife's coming from. Because there's something they're not wanting to tell you about. They don't want you to know about. Y'all have a blessed day now. Bye.